Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. And I am so glad to have Dr. Nikki Zeigler with us today. How are you?
Hey, Queen, how are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm doing even better with your energy just permeating through the bubbles here, through the airways, virtually.
Wow.
I'm so glad to have you on today. We're going to have a great time. So listen, everybody, go ahead and grab your virtual seats. Let us know where you're coming in from so that we can acknowledge you. We're honored to have you in the virtual studio audience. What I'll do is I'll also go ahead and put this right just as a housekeeping announcement. If you want to come on the screen throughout the broadcast and would like to ask a direct question to Dr. Nikki, definitely use this link. It'll bring you into the broadcast. You don't even have to show your camera. So if you want to come on and just X your camera out, but your voice be heard, feel free to do that. This gives us more interaction and an opportunity for you to ask a head-to-head question. So Dr. Nikki, I am excited to have you here, and I'm going to go ahead and formally introduce you to everyone so we can jump right in. Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Am I saying your last name right?
Yeah, you know.
All right. Dr. Nikki Zeigler was truly born to lead. As a prolific speaker, branding, and master's coach, she has been anointed to bring out the inner leader in others. Dr. Nikki is the president of the Herpreneur Network International, and an organization that is geared towards Christian women in business and in ministry. The Herpreneur helps identify strengths and challenges as entrepreneurs to expand their knowledge in branding, finances, and faith. She is also the owner of Life Christian College. And so we are honored to have you here today, Dr. Nikki Zeigler, and can't wait to hear more of your story.
It's a pleasure to be here. I have always wanted to come on your show. Thank God. Yes. Thank God for Kern Cherry. That's my coach. I had a chance to come on last week briefly on the show, and you are such a delight to see and to be around. I was like, man, the Balance Doctor is in the house.
All right. Well, I am so honored to have you and very glad that we're going to get this time together. Thank you so much, Kern Cherry. She's the butts in the seats queen, just so you all know. She's the one that just had the Sister Leaders Conference, and she always has like Level Up and Power Up Summit conferences. They're always free events, but they're life-changing events. So right. I'm really grateful for Kern Cherry, who really goes to the extreme to pull women together from all walks of life. Okay, yes. So Dr. Nikki, as we're talking today, I see you, Dr. Joe Harris. I'll go ahead and pull your comment up, tag all of your tribe, all of your friends, and let them know that the girl, Nikki Zeigler, is here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Right. All right, so, oh, wow. Where do we want to begin? Because there's so many facets to your life. So you can take us back as far back as you want to go to kind of help us build upon why you're so passionate about women and Herpreneur and Christian College and all of the things that you're doing now. Take us back to let us know where this all began for Nikki.
Well, for me, I started off as a little girl being the average talker in class. My mom used to fuss at me for bringing home C's and D's and conduct. And I was like, you know what? I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? So I used to get in trouble for talking, Kim. I used to get in trouble for talking, and I didn't understand why I talked so much. And now I know because, God has me as this speaker. And, I just feel like I have a lot to say. So I talked a lot, and talking a lot kind of opened up a lot of doors for me, not only financially, but spiritually, mentally, building great relationships with a lot of plethora of different pastors around the world, helping them with their marketing and branding and just being a person who the people love, because I don't judge. I'm not a person that's going to judge you. I love people for who they are and what God has allowed them to become a part of this world for. So it takes me back to that childhood age, being the talker in school, being the eyeball of my family, and really wanting to make a difference in the community. I've always been driven to be a light. I can't be darkness. I won't be darkness.
I refuse, girl. I refuse. Like darkness, you must flee. You got to go, because I don't care what phase of life it is. I still need to let this light shine. So I agree with you 100%, Dr. Nikki. Now, let me ask you right quick, when you're talking about childhood and being a talker and getting those C's and D's and conducts, where teachers may not always understand the plight of you as an individual and where you hence were going to become who you are today. What advice do you give mothers and fathers out here that are raising those talkers? they're raising these talkative people that are getting negative marks, per se.
I think it's a time and place. It is a time and place for everything. I will say that. And I just talked at the wrong time in the wrong places. And so it got me into a lot of trouble in school with my teachers. But what ended up happening, I took that talking and became a part of the law awareness group at my school in the fifth and sixth grade. Right. I took that talking and did a lot of research. And I became a talker even in junior high school, just being a leader in my community, a leader in school, and just took that talk and applied it to everyday life and became a spokesperson for a plethora of different things in the school. So my mom, she said, you talk to them. You gotta take it and apply it to the things that you need to really talk about. Don't just talk just to talk. Take advantage of it and use it to now what get me paid to talk. I get paid to talk. So
that's good.
It paid off.
That's a good thing. So she encouraged you to use that mouth to get some money. Make your mouth get some money. Is what she was saying. Don't just do all that talking and then don't get paid for it. So that's a good thing. A real good thing.
Got to balance it out.
Listen, so now you use your gifts and skills, and you just pretty much advise parents to encourage their children to know when is the right time, when is the right place, but not stifle them from talking. Because
you can't do that, because what you're doing is you're killing their personality. And, my personality have got me into some major doors with some major people. To this day, it's still getting me into doors. So as parents, you got to learn how to cultivate it and learn how to sit down with them and help them to take advantage of the skills that God has given, because only God can make us the way we are. He don't make no mistakes. We know that. And so we got to make sure we teach them how to use those gifted talents, not only to bring back the glory to God, but also to bring you some income or to make you shift your mindset and using it to, to focus on something that's needed in the community. And that's what I did. Right now, I do an event every year called the Stuff the Bus and the Stuff the Truck.
Again, you said that like a whole tongue twister. The what?
I do an event called the Stuff the Bus. And Stuff the Truck. And so what I do is with the Stuff the Bus, I help people, help single parents to get school supplies for school. And when they come to our church, I help them to, get them financially situated. We have a program now. We'll help you with your home buyers. We'll help you with a plethora of different things to help you build your confidence up. And I do an event called the Stuff the Truck. It's in November, where I help single parents with toys for Christmas. And so now, just taking advantage of what God gave me is giving back to my community, but talking to single parents and letting them know, don't do what I did. I was homeless 3 years ago. I didn't have nowhere to go. I had a spirit of pride, but ask for help. Tell somebody what you're going through so we can give you the help that you need.
That's good. So Stuff the Bus, and then Stuff the Truck events for back to school, and event to help single parents.
Yeah, for Christmas. Because a lot of single parents, they just don't have it. Kim, they just do not have it. And so, with the body of Christ, our job is to lead the people back to Christ. And so that's two of the initiatives that my husband and I have been doing. I've done it for 10 years now, and it's been very successful because I was a single parent. So I wanted to give back. And that's our way of giving back to our community. And I just love doing it. I love seeing parents walk away with help. not only do I give them help, we also give them solutions to their problem.
That's
So
good.
yes, that's what we
I
do.
am so excited about having you on, and already great information that you're sharing. Listen, we're talking with Dr. Nikki Zeigler, and she's going to be talking to us about how she became who she is today. On this, throughout this entire hour, we're going to be spending time just learning her. And as she shares her gifts and her talents, I'm sure there's going to be a missing piece of a puzzle that might be missing in your life. Today's episode is sponsored by the Snow Legal Group. Snow Legal Group, if you're dealing with any type of personal injury at all, let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. They can be reached at 704-358-0026. Again, 704-358-0026, and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you. We're going to watch their commercial and come back. Again, if you're dealing with personal injury, check out Snow Legal.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or ride share, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone, and we're back, and we're talking with Dr. Nikki Zeigler, and she's talking today about how she became who she is as a gifted woman of God and really utilizing the gifts and talents that God blessed her with. Listen, we're going to go to some of the studio audience comments, Dr. Nikki, so that we don't get too far from their comments because they may have questions right at the beginning here of the program. Let's see. I see you, Dr. Joe Harris. Welcome. And you say hello, ladies. Kimberly Fallis is on. She said, good morning.
Hey, Kimberly.
And Tracy Randolph, who is our reset coach, and she's changed her whole life physically, mentally, and definitely spiritually, but in her body, because she had found out about some things that were going on in her body, her whole life reset in a great way. Wow. So that's Tracy Randolph, and she's on today as well. Good morning. Hey, Sherelle. Our sunshine expert from the Kim Jacobs Show is on. She said, good morning, Queen. Good morning. And she says, amen. Use your gifts and your talents. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Sherelle says, good morning. Hey, Sherelle.
Ambassador.
She's an ambassador, a herbassador.
Ambassador.
All right, herbassadors in the house. Hello. Welcome, all of you herbassadors. Athena says, I can witness what you're saying. And so she's commenting on what you're sharing. Let's see. Sherelle says, that is so helpful what you're saying. Wow. Very helpful. Oh, Mother Patricia Lofton. Good morning, Mother Lofton. She said, good morning, ladies. You look wonderful. Thank you, Mother Lofton. Let's see. Who else is on here? Athena says, Dr. Nikki, when do you know you was a powerhouse in the making? When did it register to you that you are a powerhouse? I thank God for you, and what a blessing you are to the community.
Wow. Humbleness. To answer your question, I still don't know that I'm a powerhouse. I'm humble. I'm humble. I'm just at a point in my life, I just want to be used by God. And when you want to be used, we tell people or tell God, hey, I want to be a vessel. You have to be careful what you say, because God gonna do exactly that. So he'll removing people, removing things you don't understand. He'll have you go through it so you can testify, what you came from. But for me, just wanted to be a light, wanted to be a vessel for Christ. It's a serious matter. I don't take it lightly. But for me, I just wanted to make sure I don't want Kim to go through what I went through in life. I went through a lot. And it took me a lot to get to this place today. And I think for me, I'd rather stop people in the midst of it and say, hey, don't do that. Don't turn down that road. Don't go this way. Don't go that way, because it's an accident down there.
You better make a U-turn, girl. This right here headed in the wrong direction.
Completely reroute. But I think the reason why God really has truly blessed me, because I was teachable. When you're not teachable, God cannot do nothing with you if you're not teachable. And I think that's where God really showed me that I can use you because you don't mind going through the fire with me and being teachable.
That's good.
that question.
Very good answer. Okay, Athena, great question. Toya Bailey's on too, and she said, "Good morning, ladies." Good morning to you, Toya. I enjoyed seeing you the few times I got to see you over this weekend. Let's see. Trina says, "Good morning, Queens."
Hey,
Hey, Herbassadors. Sherelle said, hey, ladies, keep it at 100. I hear you on that mic, giving a thumbs up and lots of kisses. I see you, Sherelle. Herbassadors are in the house. Okay. All right. So Dr. Joe said, yes. And Athena said, amen to the comment that you shared. So listen, we're talking with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Dr. Zeigler, what I'd like for you to do is just take us to some of the things that you had experienced that you're willing to share with us, that you really do want to help other people avoid those pitfalls. So tell us any of the things along your journey that you say, I really want to get this out today and let everybody know, don't go this route.
Right. So I went through a lot of changes with being disobedient to God. I think I own about 100 companies, all because I just kind of wanted to do things my way. And God was like, okay, you never consulted me. You never asked me, do you supposed to be doing this? You just doing it because you might see somebody else doing it, or you think, well, I can do that like this, or, we do things all for different reasons.
Right.
God want to make sure whatever we do is what he wants us to do. And sometimes in life, we must understand that you gotta ask God for his holy will. You can't get up here and just do stuff just because it looks good, because you don't know how beautiful this beautiful TV set that Kim Jacobs have. We don't know what it took for her to get to where she at now. So don't assume, I can do a show just like hers, but you don't know what she went through to get to this show. So we got to make sure whatever we do is the will of God and not the will of man. Because when you're doing the will of man, it's not going to last, because it's not the will of God. So when we say, okay, God, I want my holy will to be done, be careful. Want his holy will to be done. Be careful what you ask God for, because he's going to do just that. And what I love about God is that he allowed us to make choices, but he also tells us to come to him and seek him first. And so for me, I made so many mistakes in life because I didn't have a mentor like a Dr. Nikki or a Kim Jacobs to say, don't do that. So what I did was, I was a single parent. I had a felony on my name. I got my felony because my daughter's dad stole some computers, and because the computers came to my house, I had to sign for them. I signed for them, did not know they were stolen. And I went to jail because of conspiracy, because, they saying because I signed for them, I was attached to it. And it just messed my whole entire life up. So I couldn't get a job like everybody else. So being I couldn't get a job, I had to create jobs for me because I was a felon. So eventually, of course, the felon got expunged off my name. But for a long time, I had to create companies so I could survive for me and my 4 kids. And it was hard. It was hard trying to survive. Until God said, well, half the stuff you did, you never got my permission. You never got my permission. So I had to suffer because of my disobedience. Learn how not to be disobedient. Learn how to really seek God first so he can do what he wants you to do. And yes, I didn't steal the computers, but he never told me to go with that man because he was a Jehovah's Witness. So we was unequally yoked. So when you unequally yoked to people, God
let me take a pause break, because I got to put a disclaimer in there. There's nothing wrong with Jehovah's Witness folk, okay? Just so we all, this is Dr. Nikki Zeigler's personal story. This is her personal story. So she's saying that it was unequally yoked for her to be with the young man that was of a different denomination that she was in.
I love the way you fixed that. You're right. But once again, this is my story, and I have to be true to who I am as a person.
That's right. So y'all were unequally yoked. You already knew that from the beginning.
Yeah. So and so when you unequally yoked and you disobedient, sometimes God have a way of spanking your hand to keep your attention. And that's what he did for me. And so with that being said, once I began to seek God diligently, he changed my whole entire life. And it brings me to this point, but I had to go through. Right. I had to suffer. I had to go through because of disobedience can cost you your whole life.
Let me add this too. This is just if you see me over here laughing, you're probably like, why is she laughing? I ain't saying nothing that's funny. I done been a felon and unequally yoked with the Jehovah Witness. I can't imagine what she would be over there laughing at. But what I was thinking when you were saying that is that you can sometimes be in the same denomination in the church and still be unequally yoked. That's what came to mind. That just came to my mind. It's like you can be going to the church with people that you always go to church with, thinking that you are totally all on the same page, serving
Right.
the same God, living so-called same lifestyle, and it still be a hoax.
Come on now.
So that's more my story. So I won't start pouring out my story on your story time. Go forth, woman of God, and the time shall be right for me to be able to share my own story in a different setting. Go ahead, preach on, woman of God.
Yeah. So that's what happened with me. A lot of my disappointings with me being disobedient. You cannot do what you want to do, and especially when you're anxious. Now that anxious spirit will mess you up. You cannot
tear
be
you
anxious
down. But why?
and be disobedient.
Why
Because
is it
God,
that being anxious will tear you down? Because I don't want some of the stuff you saying. These are some boom bullet point. Don't be anxious for anything according to the word of God. But why not from your perspective?
from my perspective, it's because if you're so quick to get it done and God ain't tell you to do it, you out of His will. That's my perspective.
I agree.
God doesn't give you the spirit of anxious. So if He don't give it to you, then who give it to you? That part. So we got to make sure we don't be anxious to rush into relationships or rush into all kind of stuff. Because guess what? If you're rushing into it and God hands all off of it, does He get the glory? Everything we're supposed to be doing in life should bring people back to God. It got to go back that way to God. And so for me, it was all about me. So I had the spirit of disobedience. I was anxious, and I had a spirit of pride. Ooh, that's a bad combination.
That's a perfect storm, right? It's like, ooh,
yeah,
pride, anxiousness, and the spirit of disobedience.
I wasn't teachable. So what ended up happening? I went to God and asked Him to change that whole person, and He did. He changed my whole life. I got tired, and how He changed my life. Get this. He had to remove everything from me, including my life. I had to become homeless. I had to lose it all because I wouldn't listen. I was disobedient. And so when I lost it all, that's when the shift happened for me. I had to fall flat on my face with my children, embarrassed, living in a car, all because of my disobedience.
Woo! We might be more similar than you could have ever imagined. I don't even know you, Dr. Nikki Zeigler, at that level, right? At all. I've encountered you through some of our contemporaries and friends that are just mutual friends, but you can't imagine how similar some of the things are that you're saying to that mirrors my own individual personal life outside of being a host for a show. You are speaking directly to my spirit, man, today. So listen, I see all of your comments. Dr. Joe says, yes, speak, ladies, speak. Yes, let God order our steps. Obedience, she's hashtagging, obedience brings blessings. I love it. I love it. Tracy Randolph said, wow, bless you, warrior, woman of God. Athena also said, amen. Yes, God will give you your will, not mine. Dr. Nikki, you are preaching. Yes, yes. Say there's a cost to disobedience. I have lived and learned, but God. That hashtag, but God, for some reason, that but God, when He comes in and changes the situation and He says, you know what? I've let her go through, but now I'm going to step in and intervene on her behalf. That's what I can only say what He's done for me. But God intervened. But God intervened and He saved me and He spared my life. And you can't imagine, and my family's life. So you can't imagine how grateful I am today. That part, Dr. Kim. Oh, Dr. Kim. I'm the balanced Dr. Kim. You're right. So anyway, balanced Dr. Kim. Unequally yoked in the church. Okay, that's not even cool at all. We'll go on from there. According to the word of God, don't be anxious in Jesus' name. Yes, but nothing. That part, we need part 2 with Dr. Nikki. Yes, Dr. Nikki can come on back because I can tell that her story is going to take a lot longer than a whole little teeny hour for sure. Come back, book another session for sure. Dr. Nikki, keep working for the Lord. You are the true meaning of God's servant. This is from Trina Wolf. She says, "You're the true meaning of God's servant. You have helped change my life in so many ways. Thank you."
Wow.
So these are people coming back and giving honor where honor is due. And that's from your Herpreneur network, which we're going to talk the second half heavily about the Herpreneur network. So what else do you want to say pertaining to your journey? And there's some good, oh my gosh, some life-changing stuff that you shared. Talk.
Well, just I had to learn how to be, just learning that obedience, learning how to hear his voice, not having to go through all types of people to hear the assignment that he had for my life. And so once I became homeless, I had to learn how to diligently seek him, get into my word for myself, make these needs ashy, pray to God, fast, and really ask God, why am I here?
Right.
Why am I here? I done lost everything. I don't have nothing. I was staying in a car that was wrecked. The car was wrecked. I couldn't drive the car, but we had to stay in that car because of my disobedience. My kids had to suffer because of that, because of my choices in life. And sometimes we get so caught up in materialistic stuff, God had to remove the material to get my attention. You can have a big house, nice cars, nice people, but if your heart ain't right, if you ain't right,
what difference does it make, right? But now, don't get me wrong, I love big house, nice cars, and I put it out in the atmosphere, Lord. I really like a Bentley or Rolls Royce or something. We can declare and decree some things. I like those Mercedes truck things that I see them really big ones. Families come rolling out like they stepping out of Beverly Hills. I like all of that stuff. Don't get me wrong. That ain't what I have right now, but I can dream build because I do love that kind of stuff too. But at the end of the day, I can have all of that stuff. But if I only want the Lord's will to be done in my life, and if God's will can't be done in my life, then you can have all that.
That's right.
All of that. I need and want and desire for God's will to be done in my life.
Yes,
things
God.
are material things. But the love of Christ and the love of my family, that's everything to me. Everything.
Wow.
So I love it. All right. 704-440-4688 is Silver Shield Security's number. If you don't have Silver Shield Security, I'm telling you, you're missing out on some state-of-the-art equipment. You're missing out on some great customer service. I have Silver Shield Security and I love it. So all you have to do is let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. And I believe they're going to work you in real quickly to get your needs met. 704-440-4688. Again, let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. We're going to learn more about them. And when we come back, we need to hear about this Herpreneur network and everything that you have going on with that. I'm enjoying our conversation, Dr. Nikki.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're a mighty woman of God. I can feel it through. If we were beside each other, I'd probably be slain in the spirit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But anyway, hold on. We'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, and we're back, and we're talking with Dr. Nikki Zeigler about how she became who she is today. So talk to us about your Herpreneur network.
Oh wow! So that's my fave.
That's your thing, I can tell.
Yes. The Herpreneur Network is an organization for Christian women in business. It's about 2,200 of them all over the world. And so we're on Facebook, of course, we're on Clubhouse, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're all over. And these women, we deal with issues, we deal with the whole woman. We talk about their businesses because every last one of them either are an author coach, they only own business, salon, stylist, tax preparer, they in every walks of life. There's a lot of them. And so I have the Herpreneur Network, then I have the Herbassadors. The Herbassadors is the core people. They're in here. They're core people, women that we get together. We just have a good time. There they go. They go out and saying, hey. So they're all over. They're all over the world, and we just love on each other. We fix crowns. We give each other advice. We teach each other. We motivate each other. We talk about the Lord all the time. We have church on Clubhouse and on Facebook. And this is what they do. They're Christian women in business, and we have really decided to come together as a pack, as a whole movement, and really push each other to our purpose. So not about Dr. Nikki, it's about all of us. And so we all believe in, you know what I'm saying happy birthday for your birthdays. Anytime one of us live, we're going to go and support each other. We just love each other. So we do a plethora of events. We got a huge summit that's coming to Destin, Florida. It's going to be in Destin, Florida in September. We all come together, hang out, take pictures, go on the beach. We have speakers and teachers to come in, breakout sessions, workout. We got a huge all-white party that's coming out. It's a lot of us. We just have a good time. And so we do a lot of things together.
I'm so excited about this now. Now, in order for people to become a part of the network, is it free for them to just be a part? Or
no, it is definitely not free.
Okay.
Go to herpreneurnetwork.com and sign up to be a member, but it comes with a lot of perks, a whole lot of perks.
Okay, so listen, go to herpreneurnetwork.com. We put all of the contact information here, and for those that are our podcast listeners, make sure that you also know it's Herpreneur Network, herpreneurnetwork.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can also go to Facebook and go to Dr. Nikki Zeigler, and it's Zeigler, or on Instagram, you can go to Dr. Nikki Zeigler as well, or you can visit www.coachnikkizeigler.com. You can also email her at Dr. Nikki, NIKKIZEIGLER@gmail.com. The reason I'm saying this is for our podcast listeners that don't get to see the screen. You don't want to miss connecting with this powerhouse woman of God who has been through so much tragedy and overcoming a lot of different hardships in order to become who she is today, living in her car with her 4 children, having a felony on her record that didn't even know she was even participating in anything conspiracy related, that then catapulted her to this phase of her life of having to own her own network of entrepreneurs. So hence she's sharing that with everyone else that's women. So you don't want to miss the opportunity to connect with this powerful woman, Herpreneur Network with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. Yes. Okay. So you are also, all of these women are herbassadors. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
They're herbassadors. Hi, y'all out there in the whole virtual talk show land. Let's see. I'm gonna get to some more of these comments because everybody's like, look, don't play. Get my comment up there. Constance said the best perks. Y'all better join Herpreneur Network. All right, let's see. Laurel said yes.
Hey,
Monica said yes. So glad to be a part of this network. Yes. Yes. A lot of perks. So make sure you join. Vera Thomas is on. He has an event coming up on November 13th. If you haven't checked it out on my website, make sure you do that. And if you put it in the comments section, the link, Vera, I'll post it up. You're looking to instill greatness in your young people today. It's a very inexpensive cost, and this woman is going to do a powerful training coming up on November 13th. Make sure you love her. You love her. Yes. I love her too. I love her poems. I love her teachings. So make sure you all register for her event. It's November 13th. And if you put in the code My Greatness, I think it's My Greatness, then you'll get a discount off of the regular price because you're watching the show. My Greatness. All right. All right. Let's see. A true, authentic tribe. Yes. Sherelle says that's what the Herpreneur Network is. A true, authentic tribe. All right. Ivory is on. And Laurel said, you better say it. You better say, you gotta emphasize capital. You better say it, Dr. Nikki. All right. I think I'm representing y'all well. Yes, she is a mighty woman of God. All right, y'all. So I'm trying to get y'all comments in. Let's see. Yes, for Herpreneur Network. Let me go ahead and put it one more time because I'm sure now somebody that's on here might want to pop on. If you want to pop on the screen, use this link that you see in the comment section. It'll bring you backstage and I'll pull you right on with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. So if you want to come on and say a thank you to her, share a comment, some kind of inspirational word, use this link and feel free to pop on. I'll see you pop backstage and I'll pull you right on the screen. All right. All right. You are looking amazing, Dr.
Thank you, Monica. That's my girl.
That's your girl, right? Right. All right. So listen, everybody, I do want to introduce you to the opportunity. If you are an author or a speaker, motivational speaker, or you're a business owner and you're looking to be able to start your own show from scratch, a lot of times people say, well, I would like to be able to have a show and I just don't know what the process is to make that happen. Then I do offer a program where through the Kim Jacobs Show and our KimJacobsConsulting.com, I can actually take 3 more people this year that would allow you to be able to jumpstart your own course. What happens is you'll get 6 one-hour trainings with me, one-on-one for 6 consecutive weeks. And that's going to be some great information.
Wait a minute. You did Travis Michelle.
I sure did. Travis
She talked about you in Clubhouse. She did. She said, Kim Jacobs taught me how to do my show. And her show is amazing. I love Travis Michelle's show.
Travis Michelle has an incredible, let me go on and put Travis up here right quick. Hold on. Let me find a picture of her.
That's one of my ambassadors.
Travis Michelle, Late Night with Travis Michelle. The Ugly Side of the Backside is Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. And I'm telling you, if you haven't watched her show, it is an incredible show. She did go through the Kim Jacobs Consulting Training Program. Everybody knows Dr. Yolanda Jerry as well.
That's my baby.
Yeah, she went through our training as well. And she has the Dr. Yolanda Jerry show. At her first episode, she interviewed her Boaz, Pastor Frank Henderson. And so her show is always talking about overcoming some traumatic experiences to become who that person is today. So we have quite a few young people that have graduated, not just young, old, in between, you name it. Sold Out Saturday Stories with Rosalind. If you haven't seen hers is straight scripture based. And she says everyone has a story. So you come on and you share your testimony and your story with her. Anyway, I want to introduce you to this opportunity. And if you haven't registered, all you got to do is go right up there. You see at the top right there, it says KimJacobsConsulting.com. And here's a clip. We'll be right back with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. All right. I'm excited about this. So when we come back, I want to hear about this college that you have, the Christian college. So as soon as we come back, let's hear about it. Hey everyone, I'm Kim Jacobs. I'm the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, and I would like to extend an opportunity for all of you that are authors, business owners, motivational speakers, or just passionate people that want to share your gift with the world. I offer a masterclass that consists of 6 weeks of training that teaches you how to start your own show from scratch. It's a very intense training for you to walk away with a show that can really change your life and the lives of your viewers. So listen, I have 13 years of experience in the industry. I've been featured on PBS, on NBC, and also on networks that's been over 200 countries viewing those shows. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to starting your own talk show. I've also traveled the country with Les Brown as international motivational speaker, teaching people how to share your story so that you can earn income. So you don't want to miss this opportunity to go ahead and reserve your seat as one of the slots that's left in this masterclass. KimJacobsConsulting.com. KimJacobsConsulting.com. And we're going to go on this journey together. You're also going to get to unlock about 8 weeks worth of content that you'll be able to also work at your own pace in addition to the training that we'll be doing face-to-face via our virtual platform. I can't wait to go on this journey with you, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for you. All right, everyone, and we are back with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. So, Dr. Nikki, tell us about your Life Christian College. You own that as well.
I laugh at this because I started the school off at $40. Literally.
$4?
$40.
$40. Okay, well, it's hard to start a school with $40, but okay.
So I took the $40 and got a logo done with it. And created my own curriculum. First, we started off as a life coach first, and then I ended up purchasing public speaking. We got a public speaking. We have branding. We have marketing. We have business coaching, the master's coach, wedding planning, event planning. So within 2.5 years, we've had over 350 people to graduate school now.
Wow.
Now, we also got accredited now where you can get your master's, your bachelor's, your PhD at our school starting in January. It's an actual real full-blown school, online and in person.
Oh my
So
God.
a $40 dream. And God told me about the school 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So I tell people all the time, listen to me. When God gives you something, timing is everything. You got to make sure you step out in the right timing. He gave me that school 10 years ago. I never thought I'd be doing it right now. So we have to make sure we obedient. Because of my obedience, everything that he told me when I was a little girl, I'm now manifesting into it now, all because I had to learn how to be obedient. And when God gives you something, it don't make it have to be right then and there. Let God lead you on the path that he wants you on. So when he give it to you for real, it'll last. Because there have been times where I've done stuff out of his will and it never worked. It always failed because I was out of his will. So with this school, I love talking about the school because I started off with 220s. I took the 220s, called my girlfriend, told her I needed a logo. She gave me a logo. I took my time and wrote that life coach curriculum. And now the school is amazing. I spent over $15,000 to become a master coach with John Maxwell. This school, for you to become a master coach, is $2,500. And that's top line. The average master coach, the going rate for a master coach is literally $1,500 an hour. That's normal. That's a normal rate for a master coach. Yeah. And with this certification, you can coach anybody. You can coach them on their life, spiritually, mental, business, public speaking. It comes with the whole shebang. But it has been an amazing. And the good thing about us, we're not money driven, so we do payment plans. That's a good thing about our school. We work with your payment. It's not about the money. It's about you living your purpose out loud. So, yeah.
That is so good. Okay. So where can people go and register for the Life Christian College course?
They can go to the Life Christian College at Gmail and send me an email and we'll see your application. We got a brand new portal website that's being launched in 2 weeks. I'm so amazing. I'm so excited about it. I'm amazed by what God have done where they can actually take school online courses just like any other college.
Now, so can they email you here, Dr. Nikki Zeigler at Gmail? Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you email all of the contact information right here, will get you to either the Herpreneur Network or to the Life Christian College. So screenshot this. Do not miss this opportunity to connect with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. So that's why I'm putting this contact information up here multiple times, and I'm putting it over in the comment section because you don't want to have someone come on the Kim Jacobs show of this magnitude and then lose the contact and not be able to better your life from a balance perspective. And when I talk about balance, it's my philosophy has pretty much changed across the time that I wrote the book. Many of you may know that I am an author, and I've written, you can get any of the books at kimjacobsshow.com, but I wrote this book, Extreme Balance Makeover, when I was, years ago, I had this book written. And then after my son passed away, I finally kind of got it out of my computer and got it published. So the book is officially available and I have copies. But then I've also collaboratively written in the book, This Is How I Fight My Battles, and Women of War is another book that I have also wrote as a chapter in that book. But my philosophy on balance has changed so drastically. Before I was focusing on multitasking and to-do lists and things of that nature. My whole philosophy, I don't know how you can be an author and your philosophy changes, but when God get hope to you and some things happen and unfold in your life, my philosophy is very different when it comes to balance, because really, are we out of balance when it comes to certain aspects of our lives? Or is it that God really knows the seasons that we're in and we're encountering? That still doesn't mean we're out of balance. It's just that we are in a different phase of God's will for our lives at that time. So I have some new philosophies that I'm putting in this newer book that will be coming out soon. And
I cannot wait to read it. This is going to be good.
Those. So, all right. So listen, we're talking with Dr. Nikki Zeigler. I don't know, you're pulling all this out of me, Dr. Nikki. So this Herpreneur stuff is probably just penetrating through the screens.
Listen, y'all, she an honorary herpreneur. Come through here.
I will be right there in every one of them sessions. Vera Thomas, but anything I'll be a part of, I keep on, I know everybody to give me a gift. I keep trying to get the gift for Cassandra too. Oh, Cassandra, by the way, I did get our tea that came from Sabrina. So I didn't even open it yet because I wanted to unveil it, but I am definitely going to be getting you some of look at this, some of our teas from the Girlfriend's Tea. A Girlfriend's Tea sampler pack. I do have it. She's big about girlfriends doing teas and stuff, and she came on my show and she sent this. So I told her I was going to split it with Cassandra. So I'm not going to open it formally, Cassandra, until I see you and we can split the teas together. That way you see I didn't juke you or anything. Okay. But anyway, for the Herpreneur Network, if you allow me an honorary membership, will you please consider giving one to Cassandra Davis too?
Look, she said she got me with a gift card. I'm looking at your comments. They are so hilarious. But you know what? I'll say this with the Herpreneur. People say, okay, what is it? So what we do is we do webinars. We have coaches to come in and teach you how to coach your business. We have spiritual people, spiritual coaches. We got prophets. We got prophetess. Actually, Lorel is on here now. Prophetess Lorel. We have corporate people like Sherelle Francis, who has her own corporate company, but she also have a consulting business. So we have a plethora of different women, Christian women in business from all over. Everybody have different titles, but like I said, it's a movement. We come together collectively to really love on each other and to say, hey, sis, what do you need help with? Let me help you with this and that. And so that's what it's all about. Every morning on Clubhouse, we're there Monday through Fridays, and we do a women's check-in on Clubhouse. And we also have affirmations on Clubhouse.
I love
Saturday
it.
Affirmations. We always do affirmation. I just, on this show live, I just started a text messaging feature where you would get an affirmation to your cell phone every morning to get you out of bed. Because affirmations is the way to go. I decree and declare all the time things over my life that God tells me to decree and declare. And I believe what I say. I don't just say it. I believe it and I see it before me manifest.
That's good.
So that's a good thing. And I'm actually here live.
Very similar. I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm here live at one of the Herbassador's dealership. I have a ambassador that owns her own car dealership. And so that's what it's all about. We got to be connected to the right people.
We started a Mother Dreamer movement as well, just so you know, you can come over there and be a part of that as well. So I'll make sure that you get an invitation there. Yes. And every day we just post some things that we're grateful for. And so every day we'll put like a quote of today I'm thankful for. I didn't put my pages that's written in detail, but everything that I'm thankful for, and we'll share that and share whatever the actual quote is for today. But like it says that happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. So every single day we just put some type of affirmation on there, and people get a chance to write down what it is that they're grateful for and share it if they want to, or don't share it. But it's just knowing that we get that thought sparked every single day.
I actually have a book coming out, Kim. It's called 365 Days of Christian Women in Business. I'm looking for 365 ladies to write the affirmation book with me, and it's coming out in March. So if you're a lady and you want to write the affirmation with us, it's a lot of us come together to write this affirmation. And it just teaches you how to stay focused. Like she said, once you get into your head, and we live in a voice activated world. Once you speak life into your life, that's when things begin to manifest. So if you're a woman in business and you want to write the affirmation with me, come on, inbox me. Let's get it done.
Yeah, I put this information again because guess what? You have to stay connected. If you have a one-page affirmation that you know you can add to the 364 other women that's going to be, because you're going to be the 365th woman, then go ahead and share it with Dr. Nikki Zeigler at gmail.com. And I'm sure she'll be happy to include your affirmation in that book that's being released in March. And when you release the book, at least come back on the Kim Jacobs Show and share some of those affirmations. Yes. And don't get amnesia when I email you and say, don't forget, I'm supposed to be a part of the Herpreneur Network.
Oh, we're going to come get you.
Because I'm excited. Okay. All right. So listen, we have had a great time already. Let me go back to some of the comments. Tanya Anderson said, thank you so much for the information. I'm looking for the information on how to set up training offering chaplaincy. training, either small workshop training as well as an affiliate school.
That's
Now,
good.
I'm going to grab her book right quick. I
Okay.
was hoping I had it here, right here on the bookshelf. I have hundreds of books, but I have them all in my room. I have books everywhere. Okay. But her book that she wrote, just so you know, as y'all connect, is called 21 Days, and it's prayer, meditation, and application. And this is a book by Tanya Anderson. You can go on a prayer journey with her. And in the book, it actually has a scripture. It has how you can actually say the prayer, how you can meditate on the word. Well, actually, the one I opened it up to is day 5, which this is one of my favorite scriptures anyway. Jeremiah 29:11. It says, I say this because I know the plans that I have for you. This message is from the Lord. I have good plans for you, and I don't plan to hurt you. I plan to give you hope and a good future. That's what God plans for us. He plans to give us hope and a good future.
Yes.
So she goes on to talk, but she'll give a prayer like, Heavenly Father, thank you for exposing my enemies and helping me to realize that you are more for me than the world against me. Thank you for it. This makes my heart just, when I read her book, thank you for giving me clear vision in order to remain focused, leaping over hurdles and defeating all obstacles. I hear the voice of the good shepherd, and a stranger I will not follow. I utilize the keys to the kingdom to take authority, binding what you have bound in heaven and shutting down all channels of communication which oppose the plan and purpose that God has for my life. Today, I choose not to walk in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sit in the seat of the scornful, but to the delight myself in God's word. Okay, anyway, that's just not even a half a page, y'all. You got to get this book, 21 Days from Tanya Anderson. I know I diverted, but anyway, there you go. I just love
the plugs she be putting in. She put the plugs in there so quick.
All right. So Herpreneur Clubhouse, y'all, every single morning, get on and you will hear from all of these herbassadors that are helping you affirm yourself every single day. If we start our day off in lack or in disappointment or in a bad mood, whenever you got the Herpreneur Network and herbassadors trying to pour into you, the Mother Dreamer movement trying to pour into you, shame on us. What time is it on Clubhouse?
At 7 o'clock every morning from 7 to 9.
For 2 hours, y'all. I don't care if you get up at 8:30. Get your last 30 minutes.
Come on with
something. That's some good stuff right there.
We'll be waiting on you. I promise you, your life will never be the same ever.
Girl, I am so excited. When I don't, oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna be on there sometime, I'm sure, for sure. All right, so it says, people say, y'all better tell the truth, the affirmations. I'm there 100%. Bless you, Dr. Nikki. Bless you, Dr. Nikki.
Hey, Mama Gail. Hey, Lorelle again.
We have so many amazing women and phenomenal collaborations. Yes, our mouth is a weapon to produce results. Yes. Gail says, we love the Herpreneur Network.
Love you too, Mama Gail.
Yes. LOL, she got me the gift. Yes. Okay. Wow. Yes. Balance is essential for multitasking women. You better preach. You better tell the truth about those affirmations. Herpreneur Network. Clubhouse, feel your spirit in the house. Yes. Okay. Tanya, you got your question answered. How does she get affiliated?
She can email me at drnikkizeigler@gmail.com.
Okay, so send your email, Tanya, Lady Tanya Anderson, to her. She'll share with you how to get that training and that affiliation going, okay? I want to make sure I don't miss any questions. Good morning, Geneva.
Minty. I love you, Geneva.
Hey, Geneva. Okay, Tanya Anderson said, I'm in the process of revising the book. Oh, I can't wait. My daughter went on a journey and changed her life forever. Trusting God for timing. Yes. All right. You'll be glad you came on to any chat room with the Herpreneur Network. Geneva, right. Like bottom line.
Well, see, she has one. She has a room as well. Her room is called Stiletto Speaks. That's the name of her room in Clubhouse. It's called Stiletto
I'm going to write that down. Stiletto. Yes. I got to go follow these. The Stiletto Speaks.
Yes. In fact, Geneva, you need to hire Kim Jacobs to do your TV show. Geneva got a TV show coming out called Stiletto Speaks. So you need to
Don't get your show out yet, Geneva, without coming through my training. I'm telling you, when I say our training is so helpful that it's permanent information that's being downloaded into you that you're going to have for the rest of your life. How to be able to own your own show from scratch. Everything you need to know, you're not going to be missing a detail. I promise you. You'll be very happy. So go to Kim Jacobs Consulting and get one of those 3 slots that's left. Stiletto Speaks with Geneva D. Ashley.
I'll put that D in there.
Don't forget the Geneva D.
Ashley.
D can stand for a lot of things. So today it stands for getting it done. Ashley, getting it done. All right. I'll change your name up in a minute. Sean, my friend Sean, Anik, her A is her middle initial. So I always say today is always moving forward. Today is I am amazing. I just changed your middle initials with her. So okay, go ahead. Let's see. You definitely represent us, Dr. Nikki. Yes, I love you too, Dr. Nikki. All right, so I got Stiletto Speak every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock
Central Standard Time. So convert that to Eastern Standard if you'd like to be there. LOL. Okay. All right. So we got all of your comments in. I think I represent them. Amen. I love it. I'm getting it done. Pamela said, I heard that getting D is for done.
Yes.
Put a period.
That part.
Dr. Nikki, is there anything that you wanted to say on the show and you didn't get a chance to? I know you had you ministered this weekend and you talked about the whole woman. Give us a point or two from your whole woman conference that you spoke at this weekend.
Well, shout out to Tasha Nicole for bringing me to South Carolina to speak. We talked about balance, business, and Bible. How it's so important to have a balanced life. How it's so important to understand that you can't have a balanced life without ministry and without the word. How it's so important in order for you to run a business, God has to be the head. You cannot run a successful business, a successful life. You cannot do nothing without the will of God. He has to be the center. And everything that you do, it has to glorify him. So stop wasting your time doing whatever you want to do and learn how to line up, be in the alignment with the will of God. And that's what we talked about. It was powerful. I'm excited this Sunday coming up. I'll be ministry and get my license. So I'm nervous about that. Lord, help me, Jesus. Lord, have mercy.
Girl, we excited for you. We celebrating with you. And we know that that's just the icing on the cake for what God has in store for you. So don't even worry about getting behind us, fear. You have no place here because Dr. Nikki is breaking free from any chains that's been holding her because she's coming forth to minister God's word. And I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited for that too. And then we got the Hurricanes this Saturday coming up. All the Herbasters are coming together from all over the world. Some are flying into my city, which is Montgomery, Alabama. And so the Hurricane is an experience where we talk about some real issues. The topic we're doing this Saturday is the spirit of offense. How women, we get offended so quickly. So we'll be dealing with that spirit of offense this Saturday night on the Hurricane. So
Cassandra, no, I just got offended recently this week. I was like, I had to get some counseling just from her. I was like, is this supposed to be offensive or what? What am I dealing with here? She was like, Kim, calm down. In the big scheme of things, your mom, you know, you got 50 things going on in life. That this is the worst thing, then so be it. Slap yourself. She didn't say that, but that was the gist of it. She was like, girl, bye. That ain't offensive. Keep it moving. So good. That's a good topic.
Yes.
The spirit of offense. Okay, y'all are tackling that this weekend.
And I love what Mama Vera said. She said the spirit of offense is the bait of Satan. You better know what to say, baby. Don't start that about that.
Wait. I missed the comment. Satan. Where is it? The spirit of offense is the bait of Satan. Ooh. Goodness. That's the whole point, is to tear everything down. But the devil is a what?
A liar.
A liar. We ain't let y'all break down nothing that God building up. The devil's a liar. All right. The Hurricane is going to be lit. All right. Preach, Dr. Nikki. They said that, yes, you're going to be preaching your head off. Spring forth, woman of God. You know how to be like the mind of God, but you're going to be the woman of God is going to be coming forth on this weekend as she gets her license to minister the gospel and spread the good news of Jesus Christ around the world. Okay, everybody. Spring forth, Dr. Nikki. All right, y'all. I can only be myself on this show, huh?
Oh, Pastor Geneva's on there. What?
Yes. She said, Geneva. God has not given us the spirit.
Wow. Hey, Pastor Crawford.
That's your pastor?
No, it's one of my good friends. She's a Herbassador too. They up in here. Look at that.
All y'all in here. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I love the energy. I love it. I'm joining. What am I? I'm becoming a member today.
Oh,
Don't play. When time we get off, I want to get in. I want to start saying my hellos to everybody. I'm
okay.
not gonna get in trying to take over, so you don't have to worry about that. I know my place. All I need to do is just get in and get some good, being fed, right? So I can be
Yes.
able to learn what y'all are doing over there. I'm excited. I want to. How do I get to the her cave?
It's gonna be on virtual. It's in person and virtual. Where do you live, Kim?
You know what? That's the perfect example right here. You would think we've been friends since we were children, right? She just asked me where I live, y'all. On the Kim Jake, I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, girl. 707, 704.
I could have had lunch with you. I was right up there.
Anyways, I live in Charlotte, and I'm originally from Newport News, Virginia, and that's 757. So anytime you ever Newport News, I want to be there. 704, I'm here. And that's what Cassandra is too. She's helping me. All right, y'all. Listen, let me take one more quick commercial break, and then we're going to go ahead and have one closing comment from our Herbassador, Herpreneur Network champion here, who is the chief Herpreneur queen. And then we're going to close out. Okay. Cassandra, thank you for backstage for helping me. And thank you already for helping me with the spirit of offense. You blessed my soul yesterday. All right, quick commercial, and then we'll be right back.
My father had 4 of his fingers amputated in a workplace accident. It was the first injured individual I represented. And I knew I had to win that case. When someone walks into my office and they've been injured, I know what they're going through. If you've been injured at work with Hunter and Average. We've got the experience, so let us help you.
All right, everyone, and we are back, and I have one more sponsor I need to recognize, which is Lamb Funeral Home. They are certified in all 50 states, but they're located in the Concord, North Carolina area. If you have not utilized their services to learn what veteran benefits are available to you, if you are an adult child of a veteran or a spouse of a veteran, make sure you reach out to them, 704-782-3011. And Mr. Lamb, he is actually a veteran himself, and the information and knowledge that he has about veteran benefits are unbelievable, especially with Veterans Day coming up soon. And I want you to know that this is a veteran that knows his ins and outs from the funeral home business. But outside of being a veteran, if you need to know what to expect, immediate needs or funeral pre-planning, no matter where you are in the 50 states, call them at 704-782-3011. Let them know Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. All right, what's your closing comment, Dr. Nikki?
My closing comment is that we must learn how to put God first. And all you do is make sure you're being led by God, and you put God first. Because when you put him first, he will show you everything his heart desires for you to become. And you got to understand, even as women, everybody's not out to get you. Some people are out to see you soar. Some people genuinely love you. And all women are not bad people. We are not, malicious or out to get you. We're out to see you glean. We're out to see you live the life God has for you. And if you're interested in learning more about me, email me. Call me, text me. I'm available. I'm teachable and I'm touchable. So thank you for allowing me to be on the show. That's it. I love Herbassadors. I love y'all.
Herbassadors, she loves you guys. And the rest of you that are not Herbassadors, become Herbassadors at the Herpreneur Network. And you can email Dr. Nikki Zeigler at gmail.com. You can go to her website, coachnickyzeigler.com, to learn about the Christian college that she has, as well as the Herpreneur Network. And if you are also interested in seeing programming like this continue to air, I encourage you, just like PBS and the Impact Network and the Word Network and TBN and different networks, they depend heavily on the support of the community. So today, I'm not saying next month and Christmas holidays or January, today, when you finish this broadcast, whatever the Lord puts in your spirit to be a blessing to the Kim Jacobs Show Network, then please make sure that you pour into the ministry to allow us to keep the programming going Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, a woman is going to be coming on. She's an evangelist, and she's going to be talking, evangelist Regina Duvall is going to be talking about how to deal with your children or adult children or family members or whomever that may be on drugs, and you don't know how to get through this, how to help them through it. Cracked, but they're not broken. They're cracked, but they may not be broken. How do you help family members that are dealing with drugs and you be able to safely get through the situation too? That's tomorrow right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And then on Thursday, we have another internal medicine physician. She's going to be coming on talking about being bullied when she was younger, the bullier who was the bullied, and now how blessed she's become. You don't want to miss these episodes that's coming up right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. You have been amazing. lots of heart and love. Oh, hey, I voted. Did y'all vote? Make sure y'all vote. Vote. Go vote today. Don't just wait for the presidential elections. Vote. Every election matters. All right. Let me get off this show. Dr. Nikki, I'll talk to you backstage if you stay backstage. And everybody else, have a great day. God bless you. And I'll pop all the rest of your comments up as we do the closeout. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard